Mr. IQ, you seem like a very, very intelligent man.
You do, Mr. IQ. I got 61 bucks guy.
So obviously you're smarter than me. Or is that right?
Albert Einstein's IQ was 164.
Hello everybody, TheKingSource here. We're back with our series on where every team stands and what they need to do before spring training to get ready for it. Or during spring training. But first, subscribe to the channel, watch videos all the way through, like the videos. It does really help out the metrics on my channels and other channels. Now, we're looking at the Chicago Cubs, as I said. And this is actually a pretty solid team. They do have a few weaknesses, but it's still a very solid team. Let's start with the rotation where you have a veteran ace, Kyle Hendricks, up top, and then you have a new veteran starter in there, Drew Smyly, who came back from last year. He put up very good numbers. That's why he's second out rotation. Go check his numbers. They were very good. In fact, let me just pull those up for you. Just one click here. Drew Smyly went 7-8 with a 3.47 ERA and 91 strikeouts. That's actually very impressive, 3.47 ERA. He can lower that his second year at the Cubs and be even better. That's why he's second in that rotation. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. They have Marcus Stroman, another veteran. They have young Justin Steele in there, left-hand pitcher. And then right-hand pitcher Albert Alzolay. They have a few other young starters that could get starts as well. None of these guys really hurt yet, but there are questions. Can they prove themselves and prove they're good pitchers again? Basically, all of them need to do that. It's a very good rotation. I would mark it probably about 8th, 9th, even 10th in baseball. Because the veterans in there, and if they all prove themselves. And Albert Alzolay was very good last year, so was Steele. So this is one of the better rotations. Not top 5, or close to that yet. You know, they're 8th or 10th, somewhere in there. A pretty good closer in Rowan Wick. He did not blow any saves, only had 9. Did not get very many save opportunities, but did lead the Cubs in saves. So, very good starter there, or closer. Rotation loaded with veterans. Now, this is going to score runs, especially if Bellinger can hit. If Bellinger finds it again, this offense will score runs. You have Swanson, Hosmer, Bellinger, all added in there. There's impact bats. Even if they can only get like a 250 batting average out of Bellinger, but he hits, say, 25 to 30 homers and 85 to 100 RBIs, that's enough. That's enough from him. You have Seiya Suzuki, Patrick Wisdom. That is a very good middle of the lineup, one of the better ones in baseball, actually. Eric Hosmer, he's going to hit. Remember, he was in a pitcher's park in San Diego. He got traded to the Red Sox, only played 19 games, and Fenway did not really have a lot of time with him. But yeah, he's going to hit, and hit well. So we'll say Suzuki. Swanson's going to be a 3,100 guy with the Cubs. That's going to add a lot of pop in the middle of that lineup. Wisdom's going to come back as a 3,100 guy. Tucker Barnhart, a good catcher who went with the Cubs in Wrigley. Remember, he was in Detroit. Of course, you're not going to hit Detroit. But in Wrigley, we're probably talking a 270 hitter with 20, 25 home runs and over 80 RBIs. Maybe over 100. So there's another good bat there. Chris Morel will be back as a... I have him as a DH. We'll see. He could play outfield. I think he'll be the DH. They could put Christopher Boat there. Not Christopher Boat. David Boat as DH as well. So they have another good bench bat there. Then Ian Happ rounds out the lineup as a left fielder, switch hitter. And Happ could still be traded. They could not get an extension done with him. If that is the case, then Morel moves into left field. And Boat does become the DH. Or they could have Wisdom DH and Boat third base. They have options. They also have... what's his name? Nick Madrigal on the bench. So they've got a lot of hitters. The power bats are now there in Hosmer and Bellinger and Swanson. This is going to be an exciting offense. I'm telling you. We're probably talking 5.5 to 6 runs a game. That said, I do have the Cubs right around the 88 to 90 win mark. And that's if everything goes well. They'll have devastating injuries, such as Swanson going down, really hurting that lineup. Or Hosmer or something like that. And they also have a very good first baseman. Where the Cubs player can just fire it over there and know he's going to grab it. He's one of the better ones at picking it in the game. So, very well known for that. And has a championship pedigree with the Royals. So, by the way, he is the first former Royal of that championship team to join the Cubs. Little one there for you. And Bellinger has a championship. Dansby Swanson has a championship. So you have 3 championship caliber guys, winners, the Cubs brought in. And I do have the Cubs picked to win the division, by the way. You'll find out in the next 4 videos as we go through the NL Central. But this is a very good Cubs team. Deep on hitters, deep in the rotation. I think they could use adding a few bullpen bats. Bats. Oy vey. Bullpen arms, sorry. So veteran arms, and there are lots in free agency. to put in front of Wick to get between the starters to Wick. But this is a team that's going to win a lot of games. They brought in the bats to do it. They've got a good rotation. Not a great one, a good one. And it's going to be a fun team to watch. Been the King Source look at the Chicago Cubs. Have a great day, everybody.